welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you everything I color for the month of April. Yes, April, because in March I did not color anything, and I'm really excited because I have some things to show you. Sorry, that is Jazzy. He's yawning and he's right here at my feet. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I like to kick things off with the first picture that I did for the month of April, because like I said, I did not color in March, and this is Fiercely Gorgeous by Evelyn Liza. I do really love this book, even though the paper would like make most people quit life, but it's rough. But I like this paper, and apologies if you can hear my fan in the background. So I completed this lovely lady right here, and I used Black Widows, and I think I wrote the date down. Yeah, this was the first picture I finished this month, and I completed this one April 7th, and I used Prismacolor, and as you can see on the black part, maybe I used alcohol markers for basing majority of this picture. And yeah, I really like how it turned out. Wait, I said I used Prismas. Maybe I did use Prismas. I thought I used Black Widows for this. I'm pretty sure I used Black Widows. I don't know though. I think that's incorrect. But anywho's, I put some washi tape around the border because it was green and flowery and leafy, and it matched the background, because I'm not about coloring all these little details. I hate how busy the backgrounds are. So what I ended up doing was I took an alcohol marker base, and then I just outlined, or maybe better put darkened around her silhouette, and I think it looks really cool. And I did a lot of purple this month. I realized that when I was looking on my Instagram. So this is how she turned out, and she has a bit of stickles on her earring. So yeah, this is the first picture that I colored for the month, and again, it's in this book that I really like. I've done quite a few in here, so that was my first picture. I think these may be in order of how I completed them. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it is. But if it's not, who cares? So anyway, the next picture I have is from Jasmine Beckett Griffith coloring book, A Fantasy Art Adventure. This is her first coloring book, and I ended up completing this page here, which is called, what is this? Iris Enchantment, and I finished this on April 11th. So like I said, I did a lot of purple this month, and I think I'm just going to continue the theme that I started with this page and just make each of these purple, or mostly purple. So yeah, I completed this one right here, and hopefully she's showing up good. I'm trying not to knock stuff over on my desk, but I have stickles on her wings. Look how glorious they look. And yeah, I pretty much used purple. I was about to say, I wonder if I took any inspiration from her original painting. I don't know. I think I did, but I'm not entirely sure. But I know her butterflies were kind of orange and monarch, and I went ahead and did that. But yeah, this is pretty much how this one turned out. And I love how glittery her wings are, and it just looks so nice to have two of these completed on one page. And I did this one in February because I didn't color in March. So yeah, pretty cool. And I can go ahead and show you what I colored next. Oh, and in case I didn't say, I used Prismacolor on that last picture in Jasmine Beckett Griffith. So next up, I have a picture in Steampunk Darlings by Hannah Lynn, and I finished this one in the back here, and I've had my eye on this picture for quite a while, and I ended up completing this one, and I colored this one with Black Widows and alcohol markers. I don't know why that came through with the ink, but for some reason it did. And I finished this one on the 9th of April, so this was actually before that last one. So look at me thinking I have the order right, and I don't. So anyway, this is how this one turned out. Like I said, I used a lot of alcohol marker for the base, and then I went ahead and went over with Black Widows, and I had some stickles on her balloons, and I have glossy accents like on her goggles and her eyes and her little light bulb contraption here. So I actually think I colored some of this on the coloring chat on the channel. Mostly I did the wings or whatever, but I made up a cute little story where she's prepared. She has her tea, she has her pencil in case she has to calibrate some things, and her screwdriver, so she's all ready while she floats up here. And I think this picture was just so cute, and she looked a little washed out when I took the picture for Instagram, but hopefully she's showing true here. And I just love all the glitter and the stickles, and these moon and stars are actually what I use for nail art sometimes. And because I'm not really using a lot of my nail art supplies, I thought what better way than for me to incorporate them in my coloring where I can use them. So that's what I ended up doing, and I really enjoy the end result of this picture. Like I said, I did a lot of purple this month, but my idea for this was to just be pastel and be bright and fun, and I really like how this one turned out. So I'm making progress in this book, because I think this book has the most pictures that I've done by Hannah Lynn. And she actually had a poll, not a poll, but she was asking everyone on Instagram, what do you think her next book should be? And she threw up choices for Whimsy Girls at Home, which I think is boring, because what are you doing at home that's going to be so exciting to color? I don't know, that's just my opinion. And then she has maybe Hybrid Animals, which sounds kind of creepy if I'm honest. I don't know how I feel about that. So if she goes with either one of those books, I probably won't be purchasing her next book, because it just doesn't seem like that's going to be something I'm interested in, unfortunately. But I threw out such good ideas. I made a comment and I just thought that, you know, maybe she would see some of that, but I guess not. But any hoozles, if you're interested, go on her Instagram and make your suggestion, and hopefully she'll change her mind. I don't know, but that's what I did in Steampunk Darlings. Here in Romantic Country, The Second Tale by Erie. This is the English edition of this book, by the way, just so you know. I had a buddy color with my bestie Francis, Coloring F, and we did this picture. So I was heavily inspired by some inspiration pictures I had looked up on Pinterest for like family crests and things, and I really loved the pastel looks that I had found. And because this picture sat for so long, y'all, because I just could not decide what I wanted to do, and I just kept thinking because I didn't want to do all gold or all bronze or whatever type of metal. So I'm glad I happened upon those pictures and I just ran with that. And so this is how it came out. And if I remember, I will pop a picture of Francis's version so that you can see hers. And she also used that same inspiration that I had looked up for her picture as well. And I love how different ours came out, even though we used kind of like the same color palette. But yeah, I had so much fun coloring all of my gold and all of my silver and just trying to get that effect. And I think this is the best my gold and silver has come out. I mean, I have a couple actually that are coming to mind, but this is really one of my favorites because I really took my time and just imagined like how I would want each crest to look. I don't know if I'm going to stick with these colors throughout the book because I know like these show up again. I probably won't do that, but for this page where they're all just laid out and nice, I just went with that. Can I talk? Yes. I just went with those colors. So that's how this came out. There's not really any glitter or any stickles on here, so I didn't really take advantage in that aspect, especially because I haven't colored the backside, so I do want to do that, so stickles will be a no-go. But yeah, this is how this turned out. I really took my time and had so much fun coloring this, even though it took forever. It took all 4 of the evers, but it's okay. It turned out great. So that's what I've done in this one, and we'll move on to what I have to show you next. I finally colored a Misfits, y'all. I have been neglecting my Misfits books, and I feel so bad because I have like 6 or 7 or 8. I don't know how many I have, but I have a good amount. And anytime I feel like a Misfits, I definitely try to get it colored while I'm in that mood. And so this is Misfits number 5. This is a nautical theme one by White Stag, and this was a close contender for me to color this one because it's in the book, but I went with something different. So I finished this on April 25th and I colored Pepper, and I think she turned out so cute. So for her, I was inspired by some pictures I looked up on Pinterest, of course, as usual. And I don't know, I just wanted a gray beach, kind of moody beach because it's Misfits and she just looks sad. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to do like a gray beach scene. So that's what I went with. And majority of this does have an alcohol marker base on it. Her shirt is washi tape, and I have some glossy accents on her eyes and some stickles on her eye patch because, you know, why not? And there's some glitter gel pen on this little pin on her hat. But overall, I think it came out super cute, and I used my white Posca pen for the waves in the ocean. Her hair took so long because originally I was going to do her hair darker in the front and then make it lighter in the back, and I guess I kind of did that. Like I ended up going with that, but in my mind it was supposed to be totally different. But this is how it ended up turning out, and I still like it. So yeah, have fun with this one, and hopefully I continue to color some Misfits because here it is. This was the one that I was going to color, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, like I said, hopefully I continue to color my Misfits because I really neglect them, and I have fun when I color them, and they don't take such a long time as other pages would be. So I really need to start thinking about them more. So next we can move on to the last picture I have to show y'all, and I'm so happy because it's such an old whip, y'all, and I'm just elated that I actually worked on it and finished it. So let me go ahead and grab that. So in Fairy Tale Princess coloring book, this is by Mystic Art Maris. I actually colored this, y'all. I just need all the praise in the world because it originally started as me trying to show y'all like how to do a half shadow face, and I actually kept the color combination. It's a tutorial, or how I color rather, on my channel if you want to see that. And because I had filming difficulties that night, I colored this multiple times, and this is on regular printer paper. So yeah, the one in the book, I finally went ahead and finished it, and I'm just so excited. I was just thinking the other night, like, what can I color, what can I color? And I was like, you know what, I'm going to come back to this whip. This whip, I don't know if it was on my 10 whips to finish when I made that soft promise to myself last year. I can't remember if I included this one, but if I did, I finally got it done now. So I'm super excited about that. So I used Prismacolor for everything. I believe, no, I did not use any marker at all. Yeah, everything is Prismacolor, and I used my Gansai Tambi Star watercolor in the pearl white. Let me see if I can grab it really quick just to show y'all. So it's this, and it's the, oh, I'm all wrong. It's the white gold color that I went ahead and used on her hair and the leaves. And I love it because it just looks, oh my gosh, ignore that, my stencils fell. It just looks really shiny and metallic. I love that effect. And of course, she has stickles galore because why not? And I just went with the theme of, maybe she was supposed to be the Queen of Hearts or the Queen of, I don't know, because it's not written what everybody is supposed to be. So I just went with blue because, you know, blue, you can have a blue heart. So, you know, that's what I went with, and I just wanted her to be kind of cold because, you know, maybe she's evil. I don't know. So that's the story I went with, and I really love how this turned out, and I'm just so happy to have this done. Y'all have no idea because I did this like a year or two, no, more than a year ago. Probably like 2-3 years ago. I don't even know. And it's just such an accomplishment to have this done, and I really love how my roses turned out. What put me off about this picture was since I had started with her face first, I wasn't sure how I was going to shade the rest of the picture because I did want this half to be in shadow. But then once I started coloring the roses, I realized I messed my shading up. So I just went ahead and colored the picture however I felt like after that. And this is the end result. So I think it turned out still great, but it wasn't what I intended to do. As most times I get off track, but it's okay. So yeah, that's the end result of this picture. I colored 6 pictures this month. I'm so excited, y'all, because for me, 6 pictures in a month is amazing, and I really just was determined to just color a bit more and get some things done. So that's everything I've colored. I hope y'all have enjoyed my video. I was just too happy that I had something to actually show y'all for once, and maybe I'll be back in May if I have some pictures to show y'all. Maybe June, I don't know. Again, like I said, I don't really have a schedule. It's just when I complete enough pictures that it's worth me showing. So happy coloring to everyone. Take care out there, stay safe wherever you are, and I'll see y'all in my next video.